I had been around rough. I understood that. So I remember having to walk up the hill. People saying, "Whoa, you're going to walk up through the park?" Isn't that where Columbia is? And yeah, so I walked up through the park and went on about my business and got registered at Columbia. So that was my first introduction to Morningside Park. And after that, it was all about it's dangerous and all. But for me and a group of my friends, it wasn't that dangerous, actually. We were back and forth all the time. Because even before the events that led to the demonstrations and all, we had the African American students formed a bond with residents of West Harlem. We especially worked with a group called the West Harlem Tenants Association because they were having trouble with the university, they were trying to kick them out and stuff like that. So we did a lot of work there and formed a strong bond with them. So that when the gym thing happened, what outraged us the most was we saw the plans for the gym, and it was a big, new, beautiful gym. We needed a new gym because the thing we had was pretty funky. But there was one little door on the back facing Harlem where Harlem residents come into the building.
Speak it to the mic, can't hear you.
Where Harlem residents, there was one little door in the back. I remember, you see my voice change because I still have emotion about it. There was one little door in the back where Harlem residents were going to be allowed to come in a few days a week and go swimming. So I was involved in, before I came here from York, Pennsylvania, but I grew up in Frederick, Maryland, under official segregation, actually. And boy, did that remind me of, I could go to the Y one night a week to learn to swim. Wednesday night, I remember, at 7 to 9. And I could not go into the park like this. Another little park set aside for me and my friends. So that door struck a nerve in all of us. And so we demonstrated. We came down, we demonstrated. I think the police broke it up. I'm a little fuzzy on that part, but then
Don't
we went back.
bother thinking they did.
We went back up to the campus in front of Hamilton Hall, and when we got there, the SDS was protesting against the war, and many of us in the Student African American Society were involved in the anti-war movement also. That was spring of '68, spring of '67. We had been a part of the big march on the UN when Dr. King announced his opposition to the war in Vietnam. And we had worked very closely with the Harlem community. I remember very proudly, we took 10,000 people out of Harlem and marched down to the UN in that anti-war march. So we got up there, and when we got up there, we were milling around, listening to the SDS guys, and a bunch of jocks attacked the SDSers. They physically attacked the SDSers. Started beating up on them. So, you know, we're what, 19, 20-year-old young guys. We jumped into that fight and actually successfully repelled the jocks and forced them to go away. And afterwards was what caused us to say, hey, we should take over this building. Let's go demonstrate in the building. And all of us went in there. Black students, SDSers, everybody. And after a long day there, the SDSers, they decided to go to Lowe's Hall, and we stayed in Hamilton Hall. We stayed there for 7 days. Wow. Our main demand was no gym in the park. No gym in the park.